He's about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will get first crack at it today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
It's such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Williams will pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge you're on.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The give on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. That's caught, it's Durham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up, man.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, that D tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Williams looking for a man. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Throw. Wide out. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. From the gun. Give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. It's complete to the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Powers through the defender. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Try to get it to the edge. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward, and he's got it! Touchdown, LSU!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half, with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run. Then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Williams will pass. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Green. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed over the middle, it's Parker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll open the second half on the ground. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Wants to bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical.
Oh, it's out! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 39 over Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Williams looking for a man. Makes the pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And here comes the offense on second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Berry. Quick step and go. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, ball's out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Now on the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Washington sends out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense got it. Touchdown. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looks as if he's going to run it. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. He's at the 40. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. A little screen to the running back. Oh, goes upstairs. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Around the corner, it's Berry. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The inside handoff. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams will pass. Works the middle of the field. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Huskies will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Completes it in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. and back at the 10. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Green. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the own?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 21 over Florida. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue.
There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Using his legs, it's Berry. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired.